It's late and I'm tired, so I'm gonna make this quick. Yesterday was Saturday and I was off. I spent most of the day kind of cleaning and just re-evaluating everything just in my life and kind of cleaning up everything, budgeting, just kind of, getting that solid ground after a week and a half of being sick and just not having the energy to really do much but work. I was finally able to have a day where I could just kind of reset, and God, I needed it. But I was still able to do just a couple of things. I made 2 different TikToks. I posted one of them around like 4 or 5 o'clock. The other one I posted kind of later. I think it was around 11:30. The first one being a bluey TikTok. I posted around 6 or 7-ish. It was a little later. And it was just kind of like, there's a lot of girls who are using the audio trying to look cute. And it's just kind of weird. Currently, I think it's sitting at 600 views. And then there's this huge creator who's really, really good at making TikTok sounds. Like, genuinely, he's one of the few creators who can make a video with his own audio and it be a sound. Like, he's incredibly talented, and I'm genuinely impressed by his skill because, like, it takes a lot to get to that consistency, and a lot of pointers for TikTok. I look at him because he's got a really, really cool, solid career from it. And he made a TikTok, and I happened to find it when it had like 0 audios. So I think me and this other creator are the only 2 on the sound right now. And I just know that audio is going to blow up. I just know it's going to be very popular. So I went in and made a video under it before it blew up, because if I see an audio that I think will blow up and it hasn't blown up yet, you have to take a jump for that no matter what time it is. And so I made an audio with it. It was kind of like someone saying she's dead. And so I was acting like whenever you're young and your mother comes in, or your mother isn't home yet and you assume that she's dead, which is just a goofy, childhood interaction. And so the one he posted was kind of like that. It was the same idea, but I just kind of tweaked it a little bit to where I was telling my sister instead of just him calling the police is what the original video was. And so I genuinely hope it does well. I think last I checked it was sitting at 700 views. But those were the 2 things I did today. Last week I posted on YouTube Shorts a couple of my TikToks. The same day I posted the newest episode of content, episode 44. They did pretty decent. Some of them got more views than the others. Today alone, it jumped from 2,000 to 4,000, or almost 5,000. I got a lot of interaction. YouTube pushed it just like crazy today. Usually that happens over the weekend, but we jumped from 200 subscribers to 225. That's insane. That's like a quarter of 100 people just in a day, and that's just crazy. I feel like every week I'm like, oh man, YouTube's insane, but genuinely, guys, it's crazy to watch. Like, YouTube has been such a hard thing to grow on, and so actually finally starting to kind of get that push on YouTube has been really, really crazy to watch. And so yeah, I'm going to talk about it because it's insane. So that happened today as well, or yesterday. And then on top of all of that kind of going on at once, I also had a TikTok I posted 6 days ago of it was me asking a question about girls hugging guys in a specific way, because there was a TikTok that got a decent amount of views with the same question. And so, it was literally just, I saw that TikTok, I'll ask the same question and kind of do it in a context way to see if TikTok will push it due to it being a question. And it got like 2,000 views, and that was it. Which 2,000 views is 2,000 views. I'm not going to complain and move on and keep making videos. But TikTok picked it up today around 9 o'clock and randomly started giving it views, ended up heating it a little bit, and it's currently sitting at, last I checked, almost 50,000 views just in the last 4 hours. So TikTok pushed that one randomly 6 days after I posted it. And so we'll just have to keep watching that. Another TikTok that seems to be getting views as well is the one I made last week about blind people putting their clothes on. That one I think is currently close to sitting at 3,000 views. And both of those we kind of started to get views more and more. So we'll have to watch those both and just see how they do over the weekend. But yeah, that's a lot to happen in just like 24 hours. And on top of all of that, there was a mission the night before of it was the tax bracket, or like TurboTax and H&M taxes. And they're like fighting over each other and like which one's better. And it was an ad that was promoting that company. And so I went ahead and made that as well. TikTok didn't push the views whatsoever. This thing is sitting at like 300, 400 views right now. And I think I was top 80. So I don't think I'm going to get that mission, but I just wanted to note that I did make one over the weekend. And I checked today and there hasn't been one so far. I think it's like 12:30, 12:40 a.m. right now. That is a lot to happen in a day where I really didn't do that much. Sorry I didn't record too much. I genuinely haven't had time to record until right now. So yeah, that's crazy. This week I have tomorrow off. I should be able to record a little bit tomorrow. And then I have Monday night off, Tuesday night off. Well, not Tuesday night, Monday night off. Tuesday is Valentine's Day, so I'm not sure what that'll look like. But I do know I'm off most of that day, so I might make some Valentine's Day related content for TikTok. Just don't know yet. And then Wednesday will be pretty busy, and I believe Thursday I'm either opening or closing, one of those two, or maybe working 1 to 7. I don't remember. But it's going to be a pretty busy week after Tuesday. So we'll kind of just have to see how this week turns out. And if we'll have any missions or anything this week, it'd be cool. But we'll just have to kind of take it by the horns and ride it along. So we'll just have to see. So I was off today. It was supposed to be quite a promising day. I was supposed to do quite a bit. I worked in the morning at my church, and I got off at around 11:30, had lunch, finished lunch at around like 2:30ish. Got in my car, went to turn the ignition, and the alternator completely died on me. So I ended up spending most of my day fixing the alternator. I did get it fixed. My car's running. It's the only way of transportation for me right now, so I was able to get it fixed all in one day. Thankfully, I was off, and I was able to take care of everything. But it did take away my entire day. I've done absolutely nothing today. Today was Super Bowl Sunday. There was a ton of different Super Bowl ads that went off, and there's a lot of TikToks about that. So I was able to make a TikTok about 10 minutes ago about those ads and me not watching the football game and not knowing what's going on. I think it's funny. I don't know how it will do on views, but I genuinely think it's a pretty funny TikTok, so I went ahead and posted it. I hope it does good. The TikTok I mentioned yesterday about how it started to kind of get views and it was kind of weird, actually ended up overnight getting 500,000 views, which is insane for overnight. Throughout the day, from around 2 o'clock to when I checked it again last, I got like 12K, which is still a great amount of views. But yeah, the video literally just got heated like crazy. It didn't get that many likes, mostly because it wasn't that great of a TikTok in my opinion. I don't think it's fantastic. I think it was just kind of a throwaway post that I was just making to make. Like I thought it would go viral, and it did. Just 6 days after I posted it, which is just really, really interesting. I'll have to watch all of my TikToks within that week circle and just kind of see how they're doing, because that's just like an insane amount of views in just overnight. The TikTok I posted last night, I think it's almost at 2,000 views. It got a decent amount of views as well. And I hope the one I post tonight does the same. I hope it gets a decent amount of views. But I open tomorrow, so I gotta get up in 7 hours. And I'll get off at around 2 or 3. And I don't have anything planned the rest of the day, so I plan on taking the most advantage of that. Hopefully nothing else breaks down on my car and I can be able to actually make something. But I'm just thankful that we were able to get a really large amount of views already this week. I mean, it's been less than 24 hours and we've already broken the views from last week alone. So that's fantastic. That's a great bump up just starting this week. And, you know, with YouTube and everything going really well, I'm just really, really excited for this week moving forward. I think everything is just looking really, really solid, and I'm really pumped for it. I hope to make at least a couple of TikToks tonight. Before I go to bed, I'm going to make sure there's no missions tonight on TikTok, but that's just about as much as I got going on right now. So I will keep you all updated. If there's any missions, I'll go ahead and make one tonight, but I'll just have to let you all know. So, yeah.
The TikTok I posted last night did actually really, really good. I think it's sitting currently at like 16,000 views, so it's doing really, really well on view-wise. Better than usual for it, which is really good, but it's like still not like crazy blowing up. I'm just happy to get more than like 500 views, so that's great. Last night there was a Domino's mission that went up. It was about the tater tots. It went up like right at midnight. I went ahead and made it. Currently it's sitting at almost 900 views. I'm still top 20 on the people who submitted a video for Domino's. They've selected a few people to be a part of the paid promotion. They haven't selected anyone else yet. It hasn't gone live either. I think it's going live tomorrow. So we'll have to kind of watch and see how that one does. The ad I liked quite a bit. It was just about me talking about the tater tots and describing them and, you know, saying how much I wanted to try them. So we'll see if Domino's picks that up or not. But it would be really cool to be able to do that. Today I worked early this morning and I got home and I'm like 90% sure I have a sinus infection right here. So I took some like medicine to kind of help myself like re-heal, and that completely knocked me out all day. I got off at 2, got home at like 3, and just ate my lunch or my like early lunch, early dinner, and just completely crashed. I didn't wake up until 9 o'clock. So that's how I'm feeling right now. Is just absolutely horrible. I do not feel good right now. I'm really getting hit with it. So I was able to make a lot of TikToks today. I posted a TikTok to YouTube, or I posted 2 videos to YouTube Shorts. 2 of the different TikToks I posted last week. I posted the one about you think your mom is dead from the grocery store, and then I posted the one about the Super Bowl commercials that I made last night. So I hope both of those are doing well. I haven't really checked them yet, but that is just about all that I have today. It's been a really, really wild day, and I feel awful. I'm so sick of saying I feel sick because this sucks. It's like every week I feel like I get hit with something, and it's like awful. This is definitely worst thing that I've experienced in a while. This sinus issue is just one of my least favorites, like with the congested nose and sore throat, and it's just awful. So I'll keep y'all updated on if anything happens, and if I have any ideas on TikTok, I'll try to make one. But so far, I haven't really had any ideas. So we'll just have to kind of keep trekking forward. I'm off all day tomorrow, so I'm really curious to see how tomorrow turns out. And then I have quite a busy week, Wednesday, Thursday, which will be the last time I'll be recording for this episode. I know I mentioned a few weeks ago, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I mentioned that my t-shirt sample should be coming in from Teespring that I ordered. I still have not gotten it. I have no news on it coming. I don't know when it's going to come. It's very annoying and frustrating, but, you know, what can I do? So, I guess whenever it comes in, it comes in, and so I just really want to use it, but there's just no way of knowing when it's coming in. I'm pretty sure last I checked, it was still printing, so they might have problem trying to print it at a higher quality. So I hope they can figure it out, because if not, it'll be very frustrating. So we'll just have to see with that one as well. So yeah, I'll keep you all updated.
Sorry for the poor lighting, it's kind of yellow, but I did kind of want to sit down and talk to you guys just about today. I woke up at 12 o'clock and I couldn't breathe out of my nose. My sinuses were so congested. I spent the whole day just taking medicine and resting, and trying to come up with different ideas, but like my energy was just so messed up. My whole body was just so shut down that I really wasn't able to do too much today, and I was really upset about that. I mean, you can already tell, like, my voice is so messed up right now, and I'm just so tired of being sick. I cannot tell you enough. I hate being sick. It's the worst. I hate the not doing something, and it just makes me antsy and frustrated and angry. I was able to make one TikTok today. It's currently sitting at
like 1,200 views. I feel like if one of my TikToks would get heated, it might be that one, just within the next week or so, just because I think it's a really, really funny TikTok. And it got a lot of favorites, or yeah, like it got a lot of favorites, which is like this little logo on the corner where people can save it and put it into a different group of like something, like a package or like a folder of different things that they really like. And so I got 12 of those just in the few hours that it was up, which is a really good sign that people are liking it and saving it. And so I've noticed that the videos that get a lot of favorites usually either get picked up to be heated or like are already doing really well. So I hope it does good. Domino's didn't pick me up. I did not get the mission. I'll check at midnight if there's a mission today. But there wasn't one yesterday at all. So that kind of sucks that Domino's didn't give it to me. I was really hoping to get that. I was actually really proud of the ad. But, you know, it kind of raises the question for me, like, am I doing too much? Or, like, am I trying too hard on these ads? Because I feel like I work really, really hard, and the people who just make a stupid video get it so quickly, and it's just like, what was the point? You know, it's not getting that many views, and so should I really just focus on speed and not focus on the quality? Or should I need to find an in-between of that? I've been trying to kind of figure that out all day and really work on that. We'll just see. The next one that comes up, I'll try to do both. I'll try 2 ads. I'll do one really fast, just as soon as the ad comes out, and then I'll do one the next day as just a quality ad the next day and see how they both do and if one of them gets picked up or not. And I think that might raise my chances of getting those missions, or at least more consistent with that. So we'll have to see. We'll have to kind of like start working on that more. Whenever I kind of first came up with the idea of doing 2 different missions, they stopped for like months. So, you know, it's been kind of hard to implement that yet. So I want to kind of start to redo that this week and next week and the week after. YouTube Shorts is doing really, really well. Yesterday I mentioned how I posted 2 of them. They both broke 1,000 views. One of them sitting at like 2.5 thousand. One of them sitting at 1.7 thousand. They both got really good reception. People really liked it. I gained, I believe, 32 subscribers from those 2. So thank y'all so much for subscribing. Genuinely, that's crazy. That's almost halfway to 300 just in a few days. That's insane. YouTube's growth has been really exciting. It's been really driving me throughout all of this. And you know, I feel really bad this week because I haven't been able to sit down and record much, and it's not because I don't want to, it's just because my energy's been so gone that I just haven't had, I haven't been awake. On Monday, I was so out of it. I got off at like 3 and woke up at 9. Like, it was insane, lost my entire day. And then yesterday, I woke up at 12 p.m. and just like tried to figure everything out. Like, that's 12 p.m. is an awful time to wake up, and I hate waking up that late. But I knew that the fact that I was waking up that late really shows that I'm messed up and I need to get better, and I need to just let myself heal. So that's what I've been trying to kind of work on and get better from. But it's been awful. It's really sucked. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel awful right now. But you know, I hope to get through this sickness by this week, and maybe next week I'll be a little bit more energetic and exciting. But I think for this week, you know, this is really the best I can give, and I'm sorry, and that sucks. I really want to do more, and I really want to make more. And it's just haven't had that energy, and it really, really sucks. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Hopefully I'll get off at an earlier time, be able to do a bunch of stuff, but I couldn't promise you anything. So you guys will just have to watch it and see how everything turns out. And I'll just watch along with you. So.
Oh man. So I haven't taken the picture for content this week yet. Last week I had this idea, but I didn't end up using it because there was a snowstorm going on, and it was a really, really cool shot that I took. It was snowing outside, and it was just a really, really cool spot with the staircase and the buildings. And so I went ahead and took that picture for last week. But for this week, I really, really wanted to try out cutting off half the frame with duct tape and then having my hand reaching on one side of the frame and then taking the photo. So it'd be a hand reaching into darkness, which just says a lot for a photo, and I just think it looks really, really cool. So I want to try to take that photo today, and I'm really, really excited to see how it turns out. So I'm going to show you guys me trying to figure it out. But it's going to be kind of hard, especially because I only have 2 hands, and, you know, one of them has to actually take the photo and also see, you know, what it looks like while I'm doing something. So I need to know what it looks like. But I'm really, really pumped. So we're going to try it out. Let's just do this doorway right here. Hope you guys can see this okay enough. Oh man, this is going to be hard. I need to somehow like take the photo and look at it at the same time. Okay, ready? Frame 3, 2. Woo! I hope that looks good. I genuinely been wanting to take this photo for like so long. I'm really, really nervous about it. Okay, so that photo's done and the intro's done. So I was able to do a lot more today than I was expecting, which is great. I'm also really, really excited about this photo. So yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not sure when this will happen fully, but it has been a year since I moved into my apartment. I started this series in April, which was about 2 months after I finally kind of settled into my apartment. The thing about this apartment that I'm in currently is that my neighbor to the left of me is insane. He is genuinely a crackhead, and there's just a lot of moments that are just genuinely a little bit terrifying. I've experienced several things where he's been screaming and yelling at 6:30 in the morning, and it's just been a pain to have him around. He stares into my apartment window whenever it's open, and he's this whole thing. You know, I got a video of him dancing in the parking lot yesterday, if you want to see it, just for a little bit of proof. This guy is insane, and he's my neighbor. I've been living with this guy for a year now, and thankfully he hasn't done anything to me that is like harmful, but he still is definitely an awful like neighbor. He's just horrible. The neighbor above me and the neighbor to my right are both fine. There's never been really any issue with either of them. But ever since I moved into this apartment, you know, I've genuinely enjoyed this apartment, but he's been a huge problem for it as well. And if you guys remember several weeks back, in an episode of content, it started off with my window being shattered. I believe it was in October, by my neighbor's dog who attacked my cat through the window. There are several different things about this apartment that I really love, but when it comes to the safety of my cats and myself, I don't feel super safe all the time here. And so within this month, my lease is ending, and I've talked to my landlord about moving to a different unit or a different apartment that will be upstairs, and it'll be a completely different room, completely different building and layout, and hopefully within this month or next month, I will be transitioning from this apartment to that apartment. With that transition, I'm not sure how content will look. It'll take me a few days, and I definitely think it'll be an interesting episode for sure. It shouldn't take me too long to move everything, but like, I'll have to take down the set that I'm filming in right now, and you know, that would have to be rebuilt there in their closet, which is like, this is kind of a walk-in closet, and so that's what I use for recording everything because I feel like it's a lot more insulated and it sounds better, and it just feels nicer as a place to be. The closet looked actually bigger than the one here, so it might be an even better studio that I'll be filming in, but that transition will be happening within the month. So I'll keep y'all updated on what's happening with that, but like, genuinely, I'm really excited. It's just going to be a nice, refreshing reset, and my cats will be happier. It's got carpet floors. I'm really excited to see what it looks like filming. Just that transition and change like that is going to be really fun and refreshing. So I'm really excited. I'm also really nervous, and it's going to be a lot of change. And so, you know, I hope you guys will bear with me while I'm changing everything and kind of working my way into resetting. But I do want to keep posting TikTok. I do want to keep making content. I do not want to take any breaks while this transition is happening, but I do want to keep you all updated and let you know what's happening. So this should be within the month. I'm excited. I genuinely am. I'm just really pumped for it. I looked last night for spring tea that made that t-shirt, that sample that I ordered, and last time they updated was January 23rd. So it's February 15th right now. And so I do not know where that shirt is. I don't know when it's coming. I have no clue. It's wild that they just haven't like said, hey, we're sending that to you now or anything. So it might show up in the mail, or it might be lost in the mail, or they might never send it to me. I'll try to email them later today and try to get an update on that, because it is a little frustrating. Like, this is important for me to make merch for you guys. And so, you know, the longer I wait, the more antsy I get. And, you know, with YouTube growing and everything growing, you know, I want to give you guys something to like support the channel, and I want you guys to have something to see and use and wear. And so that's a little frustrating. Hopefully we can get it soon, but you know, I can't launch a merch store until I have samples and I know that they're going to be quality for you guys. So that's a little frustrating. The TikToks this week have been an interesting combination. You know, we had the one over the weekend that got 500,000 views. It's still moving slowly, which is great, getting that amount of views. You know, we hit our 1 million views for February, which is great. February is one of the smallest months, and so we actually beat that within 2 weeks of February, which is really, really great, and I'm really thankful for that. I really want to keep that consistent 1 million views a month, because I feel like that's a great goal to achieve in like practice. So that's really, really cool, and that's really exciting. I posted 2 different TikToks today. I posted one about the cat distribution system, which is basically a meme on TikTok about how cats will just appear in random places, and it's kind of a goofy system. I found a really good audio that'll work with it, and so I went ahead and posted that. And then before that, I posted a TikTok about Cardi B's McDonald's meal, which is just now coming out. The joke was that I didn't want the drink with the Cardi B meal, because Cardi B has gotten away with drugging men within their drinks. And the joke is that it's her meal and her drink, and because I'm a man, I don't want to take the drink because I don't want to get drugged. It's a really, really obscure joke. I really hope that TikTok gets it, and I really hope that TikTok gets the count algorithm system. Both of those are, you know, very specific jokes. I went ahead and posted them around the same time, just about an hour apart. And I really hope that they both kind of grab onto something. Both of them could work really, really well if TikTok kind of algorithm works with that. And from what I've noticed, you know, the more obscure you are and the more specific about a joke, for some reason TikTok will grab onto that. Instead of it being just like a catch-all, just throw and grab something, TikTok will grab onto the specific jokes, which I don't really understand, and I'm not really sure how to figure that out. But yeah, with both of those, I really, really hope TikTok does a really good job with them. As you guys can tell, I do feel a lot better today. I think yesterday I rested quite a bit, took quite a bit of medicine, and I think that really did help me today, because, you know, I was able to wake up and kind of get up and going. And, you know, it was still hard to wake up. I still woke up pretty nauseous and like pretty congested, but it's definitely felt a lot better today, and I definitely feel a lot more energetic today. So I'm glad that we're kind of getting towards the end of that, especially since starting today, I'm working a 9-day work week. So my next day off will be next Friday. Next week's going to be a little bit of a tight recording. I'm not sure how content will look like next week, because it's going to be chaos. But I really hope that I'm able to kind of work with you guys and be able to show you guys what I'm doing that week, and hopefully be able to do things next week. I wanted to meet with that creator that I want to have an interview with next week, but since I'm doing such a busy schedule, I'll have to let them know that it's going to be at least 2 weeks. So, and especially with me moving, you know, that might add another week onto it. So we might have to put that to a back burner and just kind of wait for that. But I am really, really excited for him to come. And, you know, tomorrow, it's going to be quite a tight day as well. I hope to be able to record anything if anything happens tonight or tomorrow. But, you know, it looks like this week's episode is probably going to be around 30 minutes, which, you know, I think that's actually a decent amount. I don't want these to be too long for you guys. And, you know, if it is a long episode, I'm not going to change that. But really, for content, I prefer it to be 30 minutes. You know, 30 to 25 minutes is like my beautiful window of like that. I think that's a good amount of time. And so whenever it's like a little bit shorter, I'm not upset whatsoever. I want you guys to be able to, you know, kind of take everything very like well. And I want this like series and, you know, my progress to be enjoyable in a way. I don't make this really for, you know, entertainment, if that makes sense. You know, it's an art form. This is important to me, and this is something that I want you guys to see. This series is me. The series is what I'm doing this week. The series is about who I am as a person and what I'm dealing with that week. And so I really hope that kind of translates to you guys. I'm going to get started on editing this episode, but if anything happens on TikTok, I'll let you all know. No missions have been picked up this week, and there were no missions last night. So if there's anything else happening this week, I'll keep you all updated. So we're at the end of the week, and not much really crazy happened this week. I mean, we did have that video hit 500K right at the beginning, and we had a lot happen over the weekend, but, you know, just for the week in whole, you know, we didn't have a lot of missions, a lot of really super exciting stuff, craziness happening. We didn't get a t-shirt, which I was really, really hoping for. You know, it's kind of just been like a slower week, and that's really expected in February. You know, it's kind of the slower months, and so, you know, it makes sense that we're kind of at that point. There's still a lot, though, that can happen, and, you know, with TikTok and how it's been working the past few months, it usually takes them around 5 days to 2 days to actually go viral, which is just weird as a whole. And so, you know, I'll post something and I won't see it really blow up until days later. And so, you know, it's kind of hard to, like, document it whenever it's, like, on a weird schedule. And it's just been a weird past few months because of that. And on top of that, you know, we had the sickness and everything, but, like, I don't know, it's been weird. It's been weird on TikTok. It really has. YouTube is doing really, really good, though. I posted 2 of the TikToks I made yesterday, and one of them is sitting at 3.7 thousand, and the other is sitting at 2.2 thousand. So both of them did really, really good. And YouTube is pushing my stuff more and more. You know, I'm pretty sure we're really close to 250 subscribers, and we did that just in this week, and that's insane. Like, we hit 200 subscribers last week, guys. So that growth on YouTube is really, really fun to document. And, you know, I really want to kind of work on finding a really good way to talk about both TikTok and YouTube at the same time. And it looks like it's going to have to start, you know, making the way into it. You know, I usually only focus on TikTok because that's the place where I'm growing the most. But with YouTube kind of starting to grow as well, we're going to have to start, you know, finding a way to do both at the same time. And so I'm really curious to see how that works out. I'm going to try to work on that in the next few weeks. But that's really all I got for you guys this week. Nothing else crazy happened, no missions or anything. I hope you guys have a good week, and I'll see you next week.
What? What? What is it? What do you want? Shower? What is in the shower? What? There's nothing in here. I don't know what you want. What do you want? Huh? Yeah, I don't know what that means. You gotta be more clear, bro. You wanna play in the shower curtain? She's been doing this thing where she wants me to play with her in the shower curtain, so she'll do this, and then she'll get behind the curtain. Here she goes, watch this. Go in. Go in. This is what she wanted. This is what she wants. She wants shower curtain time. I don't know why she wants it. Freaking weirdo. Why would they?